welcome back to my channel. Today will be amazing. I'm sorry I'm a bit hot and sweaty right now. I decided to take a ride on the Greenway, which is a little path by our school. It's really beautiful. It's by this river, as you can see, and it's so lovely, but it means I'm not studying. Oh well. That will probably come back to haunt me later, but I would rather do some filming. So I was originally planning on talking about a different topic this time, but I was inspired this past Friday and I changed my topic of conversation. So there's this place in town called the Yellow Deli, and it's a restaurant that serves really good food, but it's run by a group called the 12 Tribes. The 12 Tribes are basically a religious group, and I'm not going to get much into the theology, but they have groups or communes all around the world, and they usually have a business that supports the commune. And in this case, the group owns the Yellow Deli. And every Friday night, the 12 Tribes gets back together in their commune and they have this type of worship ceremony, and then they have dinner and they have this Hebrew dancing. Their worship is open to anyone in town. I had been to the Yellow Deli before, and I'd been to their commune and sundown worships, and I've always left feeling so inspired and just happy. This past Friday was no different, and I left the group. Oh, the train's coming. We will pause for a commercial break. Subscribe. Okay, that was a crazy long train. I literally waited like 8 minutes for it to pass. Anyways, where was I? While I was there with these people, I made a few observations about the way they live, and I really think that we can implement some of these traits into our own busy, fast-paced American lives. Here are 5 observations I made this past Friday when I was visiting with these people in their commune. You might not agree with all the theology and stuff, but these 5 characteristics are certainly traits that we should implement in our own busy lives, because honestly, these people are doing something right. I've never found a group of people more happy or contented or joyful, so stick around and pay attention. This might just change your life. Observation number 1 is simplicity. I know this is cliche, but money can't buy you happiness, and worldly possessions won't bring you peace. I'm not saying you should sell everything you own and live in a cardboard box, but what I am saying is that if your focus is on compiling material goods, you'll never be fulfilled. If your focus is on relationships and inner peace, you'll find more joy and satisfaction than you could ever imagine. The people at the commune don't have much to their names. In fact, they give up most of their worldly wealth when they join the community. But you won't find a group of more contented people. Observation number 2, community. America is a very individualistic society. In other words, we emphasize or prioritize the individual over the group. We like to do things on our own. I don't believe this is wrong. I tend to be a very independent person myself, even if someone tries to help me. Oh, another train's coming. And I'm seriously right under the train tracks. There's a train! Apparently it comes like every 15 minutes. Like I was saying, I tend to be very independent, and even if I genuinely need help, I'll be like, no, I've got this. I can take care of this myself. Like, I don't need your help. And most Americans have a similar mindset. We're very, very independent. And while this isn't a bad thing, we often miss out on the joys that community has to offer. There's something beautiful in knowing that your friend has your back no matter what. You can build quality relationships without joining a commune. Think about your closest family and friends. Do you go out of your way to make building relationships a priority? Do your friends and family know that you have their back no matter what? Just a random FYI, I am riding a ripstick, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a skateboard, but with only 2 wheels, which makes it that much cooler. And walking is just so mainstream. So oftentimes I'll come here, ride my ripstick, film, or just meditate, listen to music. It's great. It's like stress release all the way. I do have to be careful about running into people though, because there's not a great way to brake on this, except I call it a controlled catapulting into the asphalt. In other words, you jump off and hope you don't get too badly hurt. So it's kind of a pain to avoid people sometimes, but it's still worth it. Better than walking. Way better than walking. Observation number 3, thankfulness. The 12 tribes are overflowing with thankfulness. When they're working, they're thankful. When they're relaxing, they're thankful. When things go right, they're thankful. And when things go wrong, they're thankful. I used to be in the habit of spending a few minutes when I woke up in the morning to think about things that I was thankful for. This really was a good start to my day. When you think about things you're thankful for, it's much harder to complain when you're thinking about all your blessings. And honestly, we all have so much to be thankful for. If you're watching this video right now, you can see and you can hear. Lots of people can't. Those are 2 huge blessings. When you're constantly thankful, you'll feel happy and fulfilled. Number 4, hospitality. You know how sometimes you can just go into a home and feel instantly welcomed? Well, this is how I feel every time I visit the 12 Tribes commune. Welcome. Even if you don't have guests over to your house on a regular basis, you can have a welcoming personality. It honestly can be as simple as wearing a smile to work or to class. It can be asking how someone's day is. Not only will you make other people feel good, but you'll feel good yourself. And last but not least, observation number 5, passion. The people at the commune exude passion. They have a passion for people, for spirituality, They have a passion for spirituality. They have a passion for love and for hospitality. They have a passion for sharing joy. Passion comes in many forms, shapes, and sizes. This is also cliche. You always hear to follow your passions in life, but honestly, life is way too short to do something you hate or something you dislike. I personally believe that everyone is given a passion or multiple passions, and they can either choose to pursue these passions or not. Oftentimes, passions are values. You can be passionate about loving others or being kind or giving. The 12 tribes have mastered this skill. You can see the passion in their eyes. Find something you're passionate about, go pursue it, change the world, make a difference. Sometimes I'm just tempted to forget everything and join a commune. But I think I'm called to make a difference in the lives of the people that I interact with on a daily basis. And see, here's the thing. Joy is contagious. And while every time I leave the 12 Tribes community feeling happy, that doesn't mean I have to join their group to be happy. Like I once heard, your vibe attracts your tribe. If I'm a happy person, I'll not only attract happy people, but I will spread the bug of happiness to others. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for making it to the end. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I hope you have an amazing and joy-filled, happy, incredible day. Until next time.